All right, it's my first video. I hope you like it. I'm going to talk about the pass line and odds and how it does not pay to play odds at a casino. You know, you hear a lot of people talking about, oh, odds is the best bet you can get, free odds. Nothing's free about it. You still got to risk money. For paying your true odds, they say there's no house edge, but there's still an edge. There's more ways to make a 7 than there is to make a 6, a 5, a 4, or any one of these point numbers. There's still more ways to lose your money than there is to win. They may pay you true odds, but the house still has an edge. They always say, oh, there's no house edge, that's why free odds are the best. No, there's still more ways to make a 7 than there is to make a 6. And the casino will not rate you for any odds that you place on a pass line bet. The only time you have the advantage on the pass line bet is on the come out roll, because there are more ways to win on the come out roll than there are to lose. Every other number becomes the point. We'll just say this is a pass line. We'll throw the dice. 8. There were 6 ways to make a 7, and there were 3 ways to make an 11. So there's 9 ways to win on that come out roll, compared to 4 ways to lose. 2 12 or the 3, ace deuce. So there was 9 ways to win, 4 ways to lose on that come out roll. Now that the point is 8, there are more ways to lose this bet than there is to win it. There are 6 ways to lose, 5 ways to win. So when you bet your odds, they're going to pay you true odds, but there's still a house edge because there are 6 ways to lose, 5 ways to win. So I don't play the pass line when I bet, and a lot of people ask me, how come you don't play the pass line? One, there's less chips on the table for the dice to hit. I know everyone's on here talking about dice setting, dice control. If there's less opportunity, for people to hit the dice, the better off there is any chips. So let's start with a regular casino that most places have a 3, 4, 5 odds. 3 on the 4 and 10, 4 on the 5 and 9, 5 on the 6 and 8. Doesn't matter if it's $10 or a quarter on the pass. I got green chips, so we'll start with a quarter on the 4. So you get a quarter on the 4. Your max odds is 3 times, which would be 75. So you were risking $100. If you hit, pay you $150 in the back, and they pay you a quarter on the pass for a total of $175 win. You risked $100, but they only rated you for that flat bet on the pass line of a quarter. They didn't rate you for the 75 odds. Casinos won't tell you that, but they do not rate you for odds at all. So you got rated for the flat. Now you made $175, and that's the point, to win money. That's the goal. We all want to win money. So no matter what betting strategy you got, we all want to win money. But they're not rating you for $75 worth of your bet. They're only rating you for the 25 flat. Now, you risked $100, you won $175. If we take this $100 that we bet and we place it on the 4, we're going to double that, so $200, but we're going to pay a nickel for the juice. We're going to get $195. So I made $20 more than you did by placing it, taking max odds, and I got a higher rating than you did. You got a $25 rating, I got a $100 rating, and I made $20 more than you did, and that's on the 4 and 10. Now the 5 and 9, 6 and 8 is all going to come out to being the same. 25 on the flat, 4 times odds is 100. You're going to get 150 in the back, 1.5 times. You're going to get 25 for the flat on the pass line. Total of 175. You risked 125. They rated you just for that quarter. You got 175. If I place the same amount, 125 that I risked, I'm going to get paid the same amount you did, $175. Now I'm going to have a $100 average higher than you did by placing on the pass line, taking max odds. Move it over to the 6, which is the same as the 8. 5 times odds, which is going to be 125 in the back, so we're risking 150. You're going to get 150 in the back, and you're going to get 25 for the flat. You're going to get paid 175 total. All right, 175 total. Your average bet was the $25 flat because they do not rate you for odds. You take the whole 150 and place it on the 6 as the point. Instead of placing it, they're going to pay you 175, the same amount. And you're going to get rated for 150 as compared to a quarter. So you're getting a higher rating, you get more comps, and your card's going to go up. And I was talking to a lot of people at the casino, and I was like, oh, my rating don't go up and this don't go up. I was like, yeah. I said, does not pay to play the pass line because they do not rate you for odds. And if you're going to make the same money on the 5 and 9, 6 and 8, and lose money by placing it, by betting it with 3, 4, 5 odds on the 4 and 10, I'm making $20 more than you did. I'm getting a higher rating, 100 to a quarter, and I'm making more money. What's the smarter move? A few people say, well, you know, I can take down my odds. Yep, you can take down your odds, but your pass line has to stay there. I can take down my place bet at any time, just like you can take your odds down. But you can't take down that pass line. That's stuck. That's on there. You cannot, once a point's established, you cannot take that down. So you can lose a quarter. I can lose nothing by taking it down. So they do not pay you. They do not rate you for odds. So betting odds, if you want to move up on your card, get more comps, get a free dinner, get tickets to a show, do not play a pass line. Just place the same amount that you're going to risk. And we'll go over it one last time so you understand. Quarter on the 4, max odds, 3, 4, 5, you're going to get 175. All right? You're going to get 175. Same thing here. Quarter, 100 odds, you get 175, rate you for a quarter. Bet the 125, then you get 175. You're going to get paid the same on the 5 and 9, 6 and 8, 4 and 10. You're actually going to make more money if you place it, and you're going to have the higher rating. Now, the same goes for a come bet. When you bet a come bet, roll a 6, they place that come bet, they move that quarter to a 6, and you have to do 125 as your max odds. Well, they're rating you. Now you get another come bet and you get another rate. Max odds, 125. Do another come bet. All right, move it to the 4. Max odds, 75. So when you come out, you're risking 150, 150, and 100. So you're risking $400 out there on the 3 come bets with max odds. Your rating is only 75, but you're risking 400. So a lot of people do not know that they're not rating you only for the flat, and they don't rate you for the odds. And I've had come bet players come up and say, oh, you know, I'm getting no rating, I'm not getting that. And I had to explain to him, yes, they're only rating you for the flat, not the odds. And the same thing. You're going to make 175 on that. If you place it for 75, you're going to get, you know, that's 100. If you place it for 100, you're going to get more. Plus, on the come bet, which I don't like, you have to hit the number twice. Everyone's like, well, what do you mean twice? Well, you put a quarter out there and you're letting the dice decide where to place it. So you come up, we got a 9. So now you get the 9, you get 100 odds. All right? Now you got to hit the 9 again to get paid. You just placed it with the 125, you would have already got the 9, and if it hits again, you would have got paid again. I know you know, if a 7 comes, you're going to get paid, and you're going to save your odds that you bet, but you're losing the possible turn of a win. That's what I don't like about come bets. Now, it's the same thing as a don't come bet on a DC. Roll the dice. It's a 10. I'll move the DC to a 10 and say you're going to lay 100. I'm not a don't better, so I'm not sure what the odds are. So let's just say you're going to lay 150 against it to win 75, which would be the 5, 3, 4, 5. You're laying 150 on the DC. Again, they are not rating you for the lay. They're only rating you for the flat. On a DC, they only rate you for the flat, just like a comeback. They don't rate you for your odds, and they don't rate you for the lay on a DC. If you just come out and you lay 200, no 4 on that, they'll rate you for everything, just like a place bet, except you're laying against it. You're laying against that, laying against that, you're laying against that. On the lay, everything you bet, they will rate you. On a DC, don't come, they don't rate you on the flat. They rate you on the flat, they don't rate you for the odds. So DC's the same thing. Don't bet a DC if you want to, because they're actually robbing you, because they're not rating you for any lay, and they're not rating you for any odds. On a pass line and a come bet, they do not rate you for odds, they only rate you for the flat. On the DC, they only rate you for the flat, not the lay. You can just take the 200, no 5. They're going to rate you for the whole lay against the 5. So on the DC and come, in the pass, they don't rate you for the odds, and they don't rate you for the lay. That is one of the reasons why I recommend not playing the pass line, especially on the 3, 4, 5, 5, 9, 6, 8. You're getting paid the same. On the 4 and 10, you're actually going to lose money because you're only going to get 150 if it's a quarter and 75 max odds, as compared to putting 100 up. You're going to get 195 for 195 for 5. Even if they make you pay the juice up front, you're going to get 190 compared to 175. So you're still up an extra $15, and you get a higher rating. So that's my video just for odds. I hope a lot of people learned something. And you can ask the casino, and they will tell you. If you say, hey, do they rate me for odds? And they will come out and tell you, no, we don't. But you have to ask them. Same thing on a come bet. They do not rate you for the odds on a come bet, just on the flat. So it sounds like, it's free odds, but they're not rating you. So you're only getting the 75 flat if you do 3 come bets with max odds. The whole point about it is to win money. And I know a lot of people make come bet, but to me, on the come bet, you have to hit that number twice. All right? That's, you can put 150 on the 6 twice and hit, you're going to get 350. So just wanted to give you a heads up on the odds on the pass line and the come bets. Casinos do not rate you for odds. So you can be risking a lot of money on your odds, but your rating and all your comps are not really going up because you have a low average. You're thinking you have a high average because you're betting all those odds, but you're not. Hopefully this helped you out, and I will come back with another video with some betting styles like everybody else. With betting styles, we all got our own opinion, but I will just tell you, with the betting, the dice are bad, and it does not matter how you bet. If the dice are bad, you're going to lose. Until then, have a nice day.